Can you hear me? I think you cannot hear you. Oh, can you unmute your microphone? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can get you. Yeah.
Stefania, I can hear you and see you.
Yeah, so you can introduce yourself,
Yes.
and then I will continue with the session. Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, Stefania and all participants of this conference of Enhanced Mind IA, it's good to see you again, because in end of October I was visiting Dar es Salaam as a PERM expert on business incubation, and yeah, I was glad to participating in the hackathon of Uyuzi Forum, and we started after that hackathon with a business incubation program, and later on in 2023 we will start a business acceleration program. And during that hackathon, Stefania was one of the speakers, and myself was also one of those speakers, and we have met and talked a little bit about what Stefania was doing and about his role in the conference. So I'm very happy to see you again, Stefania, and I see also participants of the conference, and I do hope that everyone can hear me loud and clear. And it's good to see you, and also that I did a speak in March of this year, and then we had a little Wi-Fi problem. So I made also a YouTube video about what I said in March. And in March, the subject was more or less the same. The same idea was telling something about entrepreneurship, artificial intelligence, and business ideas. And I thought it was not very nice to speak things twice. So you can see the link to the YouTube video in the meeting chat. And I asked Stefania what might be important questions from you to explain more deeply instead of going through the same presentation. And that is also why I put those questions of Stefania also in the meeting chat. And let me go through those questions more or less. But if you think you have something important to react on, or you do not understand it very clear, please do not hesitate and interrupt. And Stefania is the moderator, so he will organize that very well. But one of the questions was, why is it important to think about the business part of any artificial intelligence idea? And I think you have to take in mind two situations. One is that you are learning and training and experimenting with artificial intelligence to become a job. And in the other situation is that you want to become an entrepreneur. And if you want to go for the job, then it might be the case that you are a technically expert in a very specific thing, and you might forget the customer. But if you are working in a job and as an employee of a large organization, other people in that organization will take that into consideration. But if you want to start your own company, and Zefania is one of those young people who want to start, and he has already a company, then you have to look at the business aspects of artificial intelligence and take very carefully into mind that you need to have a paying customer. So now I'm coming more or less to the second question. Does artificial intelligence solutions differ from, or at least the business model differ from other solutions? No, I don't think so. All those business models, and one of those models is designed with help of design thinking or with a business model canvas. All those models are the same. If you are in mining, or are you in banking, or in artificial intelligence, it doesn't matter, the models are the same. However, take into mind that, especially also with artificial intelligence, you have thousands of competitors, all kind of smart people in the United States, in Colombia, in South Korea, in the Netherlands. You have to compete. You have to be smarter than them, or faster, or having a better solution. And then it comes to speed. You have to look at the international aspects, international competitors, and that is important to do so. So that is more or less question 3. What are important business aspects? And of course, you could have lectures for days or weeks or months, but we have only 30 minutes. I think it's important that you have a look at the paying customer. Who wants to pay for your smart solution? And to create a business model, I think, and I've mentioned that already, it's good to think about things like design thinking, business model canvas, and create a multidisciplinary team of not only your study friends from the university who studied the same, but also from outside of your normal way of working, because you need a marketeer, you need someone who knows something about financing, but also you want to have detailed information about the paying customer. So please involve the customer or potential customer in your design process. So what are more or less the general thoughts or the advice to Zefania and the other attendees of this conference is start with small projects for people you know, because sometimes, especially during hackathons, I hear solutions for the government, for the whole world. And if you ask participants, who is your first paying customer, then the reaction is the government. But they don't have a name who you can speak with and who really wants to pay the money. So start small. First with the paying customers, and later on with investors, because investors wants to buy your complete company, and then you're an employee instead of an entrepreneur. You want to keep on doing your own business. Also, some thoughts about when I was visiting, very short, I visited Dar es Salaam twice in 2017 and now in 2022, twice for 14 days. And the last time I had the idea of and also participating in hackathon with solving traffic jam problems and do something about the air pollution. And one of my favorite ways of mobility is driving my bicycle. People in the Netherlands drive many bicycles, millions of them, and we use a bicycle to avoid traffic jams, to keep healthy. It's very cheap. So I thought, why not driving bicycles in Dar es Salaam? And then all of a sudden, you want to know, maybe you need an app on your mobile phone. Where can I hire such a bicycle? And what is a safe route for a bicycle rider from A to B? And that might be a application where I wanted to pay for. And a small company actually starting last month was Smart Jam, and they are working on an application for using public transport or private transport via buses, which is also good. So thinking about solving real-life problems with artificial intelligence. And the second example was when I was in your country. All of a sudden, I had the idea, you have a water problem, a water shortage problem. And how can you solve water shortage? And then you need a combination of people who know something about water, about agriculture, about engineering. And one of the members in that OUSI Forum team was working on a smart water meter. So the combination of different technologies, including artificial intelligence, I think that is the track to go when you want to create one or maybe more enterprises to solve real existing problems in Dar es Salaam. And I forget about the Wi-Fi problems or the electric power problems, which actually also exist in Dar es Salaam, and have also effect on artificial intelligence issues. And yes, these are more the general things. And of course, I ask also Zefania, how can I help you with your private company? But before I want to say something about that, maybe I want to have a reaction from Zefania or other participants. Is this the way to go on? Do you want to have more explanation on a few subjects, or what are other questions which may be in the group? What do you think, Zefania?
Thank you so much. So let's hear from participants if they have any questions, and then we'll proceed, I think. Yeah. So guys, any questions? You can pass it to me. those signals about you. So direct person with them, we should. If you are open and just yeah, also Mr. Ludo said like if we need him to talk about specific things, we have to hide it. Yeah. That is still kama kuna kozani entrepreneurship, AI and business how can you customize your AI business? Yeah, business. Right. Yeah, so while others are coming, we have one here. So what do you advise, what advice do you have on how long can one work on a small project until you apply for big projects as a startup?
Interesting question.
Yeah.
It depends on how much money do you have. I needed to work always for my salary and my income, and I couldn't afford doing all kind of projects without a payment. So I think that many young entrepreneurs are in the situation that they need to earn some money this month. So working on a small project means that you make a small scale solution and you want to have a paying customer within a few weeks and not in 2 years. I can imagine that if you work as an employee for a large bank and that large bank wants to have solutions for IT security, they are able to pay for a project for 2 years for all kinds of things to improve that IT security. But as a startup company, you are not able to finance that. So make the problem small, try to cooperate with other small companies and to earn some money very quickly. But it differs a little bit. Are you a young entrepreneur or are you an employee of a large bank? Yeah.
Thank you so much. So we have another question here. Like, what advice can you give on how someone should approach the people who are doing good in businesses? Like they are big entrepreneurs, and then I am a startup owner. Then I want to approach them for either support or partnership. What thoughts do you have that kind of situation?
Yeah, that is called networking, and networking is working. Yes, invite other entrepreneurs for a drink, discuss problems which exist in Dar es Salaam, organize a conference like today, because I think the participants are brilliant young people and they are able to discuss their own problems and challenges. and cooperate with them. And my suggestion to Kaima Embe with User Forum, but also to Zefania and the organizers of this conference, is on the one hand, you could participate in a hackathon for the whole Africa, but maybe you organize a hackathon for a organization in Dar es Salaam which has a problem and wants to pay for that problem solution. And then you have also an immediate discussion with the network of that organization, because they need a solution and they need it soon. Not for the price, but for the solution. And you for earning money instead of getting a brilliant and good, nice price and a bunch of flowers and kisses of the and the handshake of the moderator, but you want to earn money. So organize a hackathon with a organization which has a problem. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Another question? Okay, so thank you so much, Mr. Wood. I think if you have anything like general thoughts, because we don't have any other question from the participants, so that we finalize the session.
Yeah, I want to end, Stefania, with some remarks about you, because yes, we have met, and I had the idea you have the right spirit. You want to go on. You have brilliant ideas with artificial intelligence. You have a startup company which is called Nile Aji. And yes, you have also, at least on your website, 3 projects on which you are working: Optic IA, Rafiki, and Nia. And when I read that as a critical friend, then with the first project, Optic IA, I immediately have the idea that this is interesting, because now you're focusing on people with diabetics and maybe they become blind, and how can you help them? And I think then you are focusing on paying customers because they want to have help. I think that is a very interesting project to go after, and make a list of people who have those diseases and communicate with them how that solution should look like. Not only from the artificial intelligence subject, but maybe also other pieces of equipment to solve that really existing project or problem. With Rafiki and Nia, that might be a little bit general, at least what I can read on the website. But of course, Stefania, I think you are doing good things, also conferences and trainings. And then it comes to the issue of focus, because you as a young person have only 24 hours a day, of which 8 hours should be used for sleeping. Yeah, focus on one of those things. Is it Optic IA, Rafiki, Nia, conferences, trainings, whatsoever? But you have only time for 1 or 2 things. So that is not only for Stefania, but also for other participants. I think when you're focusing on earning money, and that is entrepreneurship, artificial intelligence, and business ideas, is really stressing and saying that is important in short-term earning money. instead of waiting for government or the United Nations for help. Do it yourself, and very quick as well. I think that is more or less what I have to say. And Zefania, if there are more questions to come from you or participants of this conference, please let me know. Zoom is available anytime.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Ludo. Yeah.
It was nice seeing you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
Goodbye. All the best.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.